Hey, what's going on, guys? It looks like the dollar gapped down in the middle of the night and came all the way down to previous highs, bouncing at support. So far, we got a spinning top coming off of this double top, and the breakdown on the previous high make this a whipsaw. Came across the 8, bearish retraced, and just came all the way down, and then the next day gapped below the line and ran and then recovered somewhat. And we can see that on the hourly chart. You can see that gap down. Came bearish retraced, filled the gap, came all the way back down, got a reversal, and then across. So we got the cross above the EMA 813 back into resistance and got rejected just a tiny bit. So we'll see what happens next week, beginning of the year. Closing the week, still well above the EMA 8, so still bullish. And for the month, kind of to me a weak breakout from 99 to 102. But it looks like it bearish retraced or bullish retraced after the breakout and then recovered quite nicely. So we'll see what happens. It's still bullish. We got a nice trend moseying on up, and it looks like the 8 is swinging back across since the close of price has closed above previous highs. S&P, since the previous break, bullish retraced, and then we had a flat top break. So it's still in the green. We got the cross back up over the EMA 13. Let's see the day on this. Let's see if we can get this right. Nice hammer. So it looked like it broke down, but then it knocked out a bottom. On the hourly chart, we got the lower highs, the breakdown, and let's see, daily. Working with those lower highs and the cross, came all the way back down, close and near the support. 50% of this candle, it's likely to come all the way back down to previous breakout of this pattern here, the U. We'll have to see where that bounce is coming in at. So that hammer needs to be confirmed. Got a higher low. Closed right under the hammer's high. Plus this is a long-legged candle. So now we got two wicks pointing down. Could be the tweezer bottoms. But all in all, on a monthly closing, what's going on with this thing? On a monthly close, it's higher, bullish retraced, flat top break. It is bullish, so I have to keep an eye. Same thing on the Dow, just derivatives of each other. You can see the flat top break, the double bottom there. Breaks across, bullish retraced, pretty stair-stepping action on a monthly chart, pretty nice. And then the flat top break. Looks like for the month we just tapped 20,000 and backed off. We'll need some kind of a substantial time it closed above the 20,000 mark to see if this thing will keep going. Well, it looks pretty bullish still on a monthly chart. NASDAQ, pretty weak breakout, still in a consolidation form on a monthly. Daily, let's get rid of these things. Daily, we had that falling star, and the previous low breaks came all the way back down into support on the daily. Looks like a bullish retracement on the weekly, and just a high level consolidation so far on the monthly. Look for previous high breaks on NASDAQ. Shanghai Composite, consolidation on a monthly right over the 34. Looks like we had a little upwards action, and then now we have a retracement back into support on a monthly. So on a daily, let's see if we got any churning action here. Looks like an accumulation right into the 8, crossed AB bottom, came back into the 8 and consolidated like a accumulation on this last half. Weekly, see the breakout and then the bullish retracement all the way back in. The throwback. Is it done retracing? I don't know, but it's pretty close. And you know, these things aren't exact. It could come down into previous lows, make another double bottom or something. But when it starts to break into previous highs, it has support from the previous breakout. That's bullish. So it should turn around, I think. We got a top action on a weekly chart, 3-bar pattern with a nice falling star in the middle. Pretty nasty. That doesn't look good. For the Nikkei. Let's see daily. You can see that cross over the 8, bullish retrace or bearish retrace back into the 8, and then gapped down below the 13, and then kept going today, closing on its lows. That's not good. Plenty of space here. Look for some kind of a turnaround between now and when it reaches previous highs. 10-year. Looks like it's coming into support now after the breakdown. See if it will churn or keep going. It's likely on this one to keep going. We got the EMA 8 all the way to 235. Broke previous lows. Ran. Look for previous low break here. Can catch its legs and close above previous highs if it wants, I guess. but closing on its near its lows, so it looks like momentum is going to carry. You got a breakout on this one, came back down. It looks like a nice push on crude. Last part of the, let's see what happened here. Oh, looks like a gap up, making a nice fancy little falling star. Let me make sure this is all updated. That chart doesn't seem right to me. But it is. Nice falling star, a gap, maybe an island top. Look for anything opening below the previous candle. It needs to fill that gap, but not all gaps need to be filled. It's just a high probability of a chance. I'm going to have to stick to bullish on this, but that's only because of previous pattern break. Right now, I guess it's having a hard time breaking into previous. Looks like the weekly's pretty bullish. This thing's going to run. Let's go to the flat top break on this thing. Nice monthly close. We got a hammer here. It continued across the previous pattern, kept running. Look for the previous high over here to break. Flat top break. 50 was supposed to get a 60, so it's climbing. Once we get to 60, consolidate it quite a bit. 60 will get a 70. It's where it's headed. Slowly but surely. That's why I have a hard time for trading, because monthly charts take forever. Coal. Coal's climbing. We got the EMA 8 climbing with it. Keep it. You can see the trend on the 8. So unless something happens, I guess it would stay in motion for coal. But right now, bearish retracement is in. It looks like a double top. Broke down. Bearish retraced. And then broke down, broke previous lows. That's not good. It's going to take another leg down. Let's see if there was some kind of a I can't go any deeper than that. I guess bearish retracement is going to take another leg down into support, so just be prepared for that. We got previous support right in there. Previous high. We got previous high. Previous lows. I guess potential is 39.76. We got gold. Gold kept running, came into its natural course, got rejected kinda. Look for 50% roll back into previous highs. Looks healthy. Anything can happen in this area. Anything goes. You're being support, resistance, back and forth if it wants. Full range, or momentum can be held at 50% candle, holding at previous lows. Is that? No, it didn't. We closed below previous lows, but we closed at previous highs. We got the cross coming in. It could be bearish on the daily. Let's see. Nice flat top break, right? Came across, bearish retraced, came across, hammered, made a new low, higher low. Looks like it's basing here. Four-hour chart. We got the triple top, 3 wicks on a 4-hour. It's coming down into previous highs. So it could be bearish all the way into previous support lines, completing a nice bullish retracement. The way things are going, I think that that's highly probable. But as far as the monthly goes, we got a bounce. Let's see if we can get above the 34 this month. January is our month. The bounce has started. The bottom is basing. Came all the way back down to previous high breaks. Just amazing how that happens. The EMA 13, the 8, both pointing up. So I suspect this thing to whip back across the 34 next month. Look for previous high break at, let's just call it 1200. Anything above 1200 is a runner. 1200 is our resistance. Silver. Hanging 10. I tweeted last night that I was thinking it was going to break this 1625 and run because the dollar gapped down. But once the dollar gapped down and started recovering to cover the gap, this all came apart. So it was a little topsy-turvy for me to understand what's going on. But now that I think back, I think that the gap down was into support on the dollar. So that's why there wasn't any kind of drastic issues on the run for gold and silver. But looking at the weekly chart close, we have got here a nice reversal bar, higher low, inverted hammer. It's not the most bullish of hammers, but it still is knocking out a bottom. Symbolic Japanese candlesticks. I'm screaming a bottom on this, but anything could happen. Take out that previous high on that inverted hammer, get above the 8 on a weekly, then we can start consolidating and get going. Let's see. Yeah, the monthly's no reversal bar on the monthly. Hopefully we open up for the new year. What was I looking for here? Got the 4-hour coming all the way back in, hammered. Got a reversal bar here. Broke previous lows, pretty drastic. closing above 16. That's not good. Got to whip across that 34. Let's see what we can do. Lots of work on silver. Needs a lot of work. But closing the month, bouncing right off that 13. All the way down. Look at that double bottom right there. Right at support. See if we can get this thing to open up. Copper bullish retracing still. Got to hold 50% of that candle. Daily chart. Looks like I might take another leg down. It's got to take out this reversal bar on the upside. Hasn't done that yet on a close. GDX. Let's see. I guess it's all right. So we had a run the other day and then a bullish retracement today. Very bullish on those bullish retracements right across that 34. Weekly coming across. We got an island bottom. Let's get this thing moving to the upside. Pretty long, drawn out downside, but now we're breaking that upside resistance through time. Came into resistance, broke down. Came into resistance, broke down. Came into resistance and popped. And then bullish retraced. For the month, there we go. Look at that bullish retracement. Close right at the 34. Looks nice. Let's see if we can get this thing opened up. Break previous highs. Break into previous lows. Follow that wick. Break that wick. You can see the 13 average moving up. See the 8-day still moving up. Both are starting. 13 is going to be crossing here shortly. Pretty nice. Can't complain about that chart pattern. Bullish retrace. Again. JNUG. JNUG is below the 34 on a monthly. So that'd be nice to see a cross on that soon, or a push into. Go to island bottom, nice hammer, broke above, popped the EMA 8, broke into previous lows, got rejected, bullish retrace back into the 8, catching its breath. I'm pretty sure this thing's going to open up and keep going. Our natural course of return is the next resistance line, which through time is probably going to hit us at previous lows. Where's that? There we go. I actually bought in at under 6 because on the shorter term I saw a churn. It was early, but as you can see, the bullish retracement is almost complete. So it's not like I have a bunch of money in the market. I'm going to change my mindset for the next year, take it more seriously, but for the past year, it's just been, you know, a few $1,000s. That's it. And just having fun, gambling, playing the shorter stocks. So, witnessing JNUG. I didn't know JNUG existed until this last year, so watching it through the year, watching how it moves, the tremendous volume on it, just classic moves. I'm going to start trading this exclusively, I think. I like that bullish retracement. I'm going to stick with it, at least for the flat top break and the previous high break, because that island bottom, left shoulder, top, and then a turn. I'm pretty sure I can get into previous lows without any trouble, but we'll see, right? 980, just below 10. It's probably a good spot. Previous lows, and previous highs. So 850 to 10, I guess. But I like the way it moves. It has a large amount of volume, and I think after everything that we've witnessed through the first 6 months of the year and the last 6 months of the year, we had a bull run and then a bullish retracement, retracing all of its gains, pulling it all the way back, ready for the slingshot effect as the rubber band is let go. So we'll see what happens. I'm expecting to see a nice bullish run. And you can look at the volume on that down, right? I mean, this is crazy not to see the bullish retracement coming in on higher volume. It's insane. I think it's a beautiful chart. Could be wrong. But I mean, this is insane how much of a monster this thing is. Natural course of return on this is at $30. That's on a monthly chart. In 1 year, in 6 months, we can easily get back up to $30. Which in my case, a few $1,000s, probably won't end up with a lot, but it's because I like to gamble. But this is beautiful. I mean, broke out, came all the way back into support. Slam it, ding dong right there. I was early, but I'm not late. Nugget. These monthly charts are not working well, but what is that? Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's a 13 starting. Sorry. Freaking out. So minus all the lines here and all the crap, I guess the 34 is pretty significant, but that 8's kind of squiggly. Came all the way back down into support. First 6 months, next 6 months. It's like, it's beautiful. Bitcoin. This is on fire compared to all other currencies. Voted best currency of the year, I guess. Gotta take out that double top. But so far on this free market moving little thing, we had a high level pennant. Bam! Came all the way back down into support. Broke previous highs and ran with it. It looks healthy. I don't see any reason why this can't break up our previous highs and make a measured move. If you think that I'm crazy, let's see this bottom. Let's call it. My chart's all screwed up. Let's call the bottom on that flat top break right there. Let's call it 200, and the high is 1200. No, let's call it 11. So 900 points, measured move, if that breaks out. That's crazy. Bitcoin's on fire. AG, let's see if we get a bottom. All the way back down into support. Find your support, get some long-term goals. Your year is coming in. I guess I'm going to keep it at that. Everything's pretty much coming into support. We had a runner on Thursday, and then today it retraced. So we got long-term retracements, and then we just had a daily retracement. Bullish retracements are in. Expect a good year. So Happy New Year, guys. Best wishes to you all. And thank you for watching. Appreciate all your comments, and I'll talk to you guys later.